So when somebody makes something for you, what do you do with it? You share that love with the world. Many of you don't know that I am a newly christened grandma, and I go by Mima, my choice, because I feel like I'm a little bit Southern in my soul. But my friend Stacy, you have met her in the previous video, and I'm not gonna lie, doing a video with her was so awesome that I'm kind of missing her presence right now, but somehow I'll try to muddle through. Anyways, she came bearing gifts yesterday, and one of them was this cute little serving tray, turquoise with lemons on it, and I absolutely love it. But what I want to show everyone is this adorable crocheted little purse that her mom Donna made for my grandbaby. And she, oh my god, look, can you see that beautiful button? How detailed, red and wood. That is stunning. I love it. I love it. And I cannot wait to give that to my grandbaby. She is 2. She just turned 2. And this is fabulous. Stuff like this gets me every time. It touches my heart because here's why. Because she had to say to herself, I want to make something for her. I want to take time out of my life to sit down and make something for her. And that to me is pure love. You have such love in your heart to do that, and I am grateful for that. And oh my God, the world needs to know your talent. You are fabulous, and I love it. And she is gonna look adorable. She's gonna look adorable. Oh God. Yeah, I am super excited to give that to her. So, Donna, if you're out there watching, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate this. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and it will be put to good use. So thank you. Okay, so dig this. Now, dig this. When you get up and you go to work like a good girl, and you come home, you take a shower because you stink like a big potato pancake, you say to yourself, what am I going to do? I'm going to chill around the house. I might clean a little, tidy up a little. I don't know. I might read a little, but I like to do my reading later on. But I'm sure there's a million things I could, get my hands in. When your husband walks in the door and he says to you, hey, do you need to go to the bookstore? You say, yes, please. And then you pack the dog up, you get your stuff together, hop in that car, and down the road you head. We went to BAM Books. I don't know if any of you heard of that, but BAM Books is where we went today. And it's a cute little store. They have both new and used books. I said I won't buy no more books, but who am I kidding? You and I both know that is never going to happen because I live for books and I have a birthday coming up. And you can bet your sweet Bippy that all of my gifts to myself will be books. A girl never can have too many. All right, so it is hot in this room. Stacy was not lying. It is hot. This room really holds the heat. So what I did is I cracked the window open a little bit, except for that window doesn't have a screen in it anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but until I can get to the hardware store to get another one, I cracked the window, but I have to be careful because when this was my son's room, he cracked the window and there was a screen, but I think he had it raised. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, long story short, he was in this section of the room, and he was lying on his bed. His bed was like right here, and he was reading, and he was reading for a good while, and then I guess his attention was diverted from his book, and he heard plop, 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 and he looked up, and there was a bat in the room. Oh, good times. So he went flying out of this room and down the steps, and he said, Mom, Mom, there's a bat in my room. So my husband, oh, what a scene. He got 2 oven mitts and a bath towel and a lawn chair, and he camped out in the opposite side of the room. And we didn't want to harm the bat, but we didn't want to get bit either. Well, I didn't want nothing to do with that situation. I swear to you, he must have sat in this room for a good hour, hour and a half, maybe even 2, sitting in that lawn chair, 2 oven mitts on, and a bath towel, waiting for his moment to capture this bat and release it back outside. And he did successfully do that. Neither the bat nor him were harmed in that incident, so it ended on a good note. But oh my God, what a trip that was. All right, so anyways, back to my story. Some of you are gonna learn. I don't say that I am a scatterbrain, because I absolutely am not a scatterbrain. But what I am, my brain is a tree. My brain is the trunk, and all of these thoughts are its branches. And I have many, 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 many thoughts. And so that's what I like to categorize myself as. Not scatterbrained, but I'm branching with all of my thoughts. Sometimes I have to come back to the trunk. So that's what I'm going to do. We're coming back to the trunk now. So I apologize. It's just the way that I maneuver. All right, so I go into the bookstore and I find this cute little thing. Oh, Rita Mae Brown. I did do a video. I bought 2 of her books recently, and they look super fun. I like to read super fun books like that in the fall. I don't know why. I just feel the air is light and crisp, and my reading should be too. Until we get into the howling winds of October, and then I like to change it up into spooky. Super cute. Rita Mae Brown and Sneaky Pie Brown. That's adorable name. Whiskers in the Dark. Instead, you get it? Whispers in the Dark, Whiskers in the Dark. I think it is a super cute book, and I bet you it's going to be a super cute read. So, get this. $28. That's what it retails for, and I got it for $2.99. That's a no-brainer. Now, this one I chose because, not that I want to be like philosophical or sophisticated or anything like that. I chose it because I once watched a Charlie Brown Peanuts episode, and Charlie Brown was reading War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. And he was like dedicated to that book. He like day and night reading until he completed it. And I thought to myself, well, if good old Charlie Brown can do it, so can Flossie. And at 20 bucks, where you going wrong? That's it. That is a great price for a book that thick, worth every page. And then I'll be proud enough to say I read it. All right, Bee Season by Mila Goldberg. And if you will pay attention to that used sticker right there, which I am totally fine with. I like other people's stuff. I see value in that. And at $4.35, yes, please. Here we go. This book, I'm going to say it was a little bit expensive for the size of it. It was $14, and it is Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. All right, this one caught my eye, definitely. Okay, it was $16. 10th of December by George Saunders. I don't know anything about these books. What I often do is I never read the full synopsis. Never. I open the book, I read the first like 2 or 3 sentences, and if it's jiving or I'm digging what it says, I don't need to go any further. My mind has already made up. Yes, it's mine, or nah, that one's not for me. This book cover is stunning. Love it, love it, love it. And at $6.65, John Saturnal's Feast by Lawrence Norfolk. I'll take it. Oh, here's another used copy. At $7.75, I will take it. The Bells by Richard Harville. Now, this book I did not buy today. I bought this book sometime last week, probably about 5 days ago, maybe. The aesthetics totally got me, but the tales, I'm sure, will captivate me just as much. The Annotated Arabian Nights, Tales from 1001 Nights. That is a beaut. That is a book. If ever I saw a book, this is it. All right, so listen to me. I don't have a thing for mermaids, except for I now have a thing for mermaids. They're fun. They're magical. They're elusive. They are sought after. They are mimicked, wild and free, and everything that I wish I could be. So a while ago, I bought, and then when the season was over, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to put them girls up in my library because I don't want the sun to fade them, and I don't want them to get chipped or ruined or whatever. That's one thing I'm good at, is taking care of my stuff. So I put them in my library. I love them. And then about a year later, I found 2 like resin pieces of coral reef, and I thought, perfect. And I put them behind this. Oh, there it is. So then about 4 years later, I'm at a bookstore, and we get this, The Mermaid Handbook, an alluring treasury of literature, lore, art, recipes, and projects. They give you this bookmark to mark your page. It's done in turquoise and gold foil. Illustrations, beautiful. So my book fell. I just gotta fix that. Okay, there we go. Now dig this. So I guess I am starting to acquire some mermaid items. So anyways, I needed to go to a store that was nearby to the bookstore that I had just visited. So when I went in there for one thing, and typically that's what I do. I go in for one thing and I come out with 50 things. Whatever. But anyways, when I saw her, she was the only one. I wasn't leaving her behind. I said, oh, no, no, no. You are not staying here. And I said to her, what are you doing on that shelf? Get in my cart. So home with me you come, baby. She is adorbs. Now, listen, she was all white metal, and I just bought some glitter paint in like a light green, a blue, a turquoise blue, kind of, I don't know, and then like a sky blue, and then some gold for her hair. And I am going to find a place to put her because she is beautiful. Yes. So we got that. Fantastic. What a fun day. It's always a fun day when you can go to a bookstore. Now I need to get my act together. I have about 70 more pages of the book that I'm currently working on. I've been working on it for far too long. I have been reading. I read every day, but I haven't been taking it like seriously enough to just hunker down and get some chapters accomplished. I do like to set an hour a day for reading, but I've probably been averaging about 20 minutes, and that is not good with me. I need to get my reading in order to feel more like myself. But I have just been so busy trying to get so many different things done that I'm not going to get down on myself. It happens. But in the month of April, my birthday month, we are going to get some major reading done. Now, my plan, because I have set myself a foolish goal of 100 books. This is my second attempt at 100 books, and as of right now, I am failing miserably, simply for the fact that I have been reading some thick books. I'm not a speed reader, so that is putting me behind in schedule. So what I need to do is incorporate some thinner books so that I could catch myself up, because with all my might, I want to accomplish this goal. I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. I have to say, if you have subscribed, I cannot thank you enough. I am so grateful for your subscription. If you can, please like this video, share it with a friend. And I also want to give out a little shout out to MJ at Reading This Life. Boy, she really has my back. Twice now she has mentioned my channel in her videos, and I cannot thank her enough. That is such a kind, sweet, wonderful thing to do, and I just want her to know how much I appreciate her for just having my back and just wanting good things for me. So MJ, if you're out there listening, thank you. So that's it, friends. I would like to thank you so much for joining me and tuning in in today's video. I have no words of wisdom for you, but I do have all the love in my heart that I want to share with you. You mean the world to me, and I want you to know you matter, and I love you. So until we meet again, bye-bye.